So unit 1 is Laplace transform and Fourier transform. Unit 2 is Z transform. So in Laplace transform, we are finding out the unilateral Laplace transform. Unilateral Laplace transform means t greater than 0, t greater than equal to 0. So for this, you should know all the formulas like e raised to minus at. So all are unilateral Laplace transform. What is the answer? E raised to minus at, e raised to at, delta t, sin at u of t, cos at u of t, not u of t, sin at, cos at. Quickly. E raised to minus at 1 upon s plus a, 1 upon s minus a, delta t1, sin at, a upon s square plus a square, cos at s upon s square plus a square. So before the exam, you should do all this practice of writing formulae. You should recall all these formulas. Then t e raised to minus at 1 upon s plus a whole square. So these are some standard Laplace transforms. T raised to n factorial upon s raised to a power n plus 1. So these are some standard Laplace transform formulas. You should know it very carefully. There is any constant, it can be any number, and accordingly you have to give the answer. You have to choose correct option. Then next is properties. X of t minus alpha, e raised to minus alpha s, x of s, x of t, it is multiplied with exponential e raised to power minus alpha t. So it has Laplace x of s plus alpha. So here you should be very careful with the sign. If there is a shifting in the time domain, then we have same sign, negative sign here, negative sign here. If we have shifting in frequency domain, then we have opposite sign. Then we have opposite sign. Then e raised to x of at 1 by a, x of s by a. Okay. Then d by dt, d square by dt square, s square x of s, s into d by dt x of t as s into x of s, d square by dt square as s square x of s. Integration in time. X of s by s. Initial value. We are finding initial value for time. So x of 0 equal to limit s tends to infinity, s into x of s. We should find out final value for time only. Time signals are denoted by small x. Transform signals are denoted by capital X. Limit s tends to 0, s into x of s. Whenever limit tends to infinity, we don't go for direct substitution. Instead, we see the highest power in the numerator and denominator and divide by that term. Then these are all about Laplace transform. Then you should be able to solve some differential equation. Tell me what is y of s upon x of s for this question. Or you can say what is transfer function. D square y of t by dt square plus 5 dy by dt plus 6 y of t equal to d by dt x of t plus 3x of t. So what is y of s upon x of s? Options: s plus 2, s plus 3, 1 upon s plus 3, 1 upon s plus 2. So you should be in a position to find out y of s upon x of s. A, B, C, D. What is your answer? D. One student is giving answer D. So take Laplace s square y of s plus 5s y of s plus 6y of s x of s plus 3x of s. Take y of s common, take x of s common. In the terms, so s plus 3 upon s square plus 5s plus 6. So get the factors. Factors are s plus 2, s plus 3, s plus 2, s plus 2 cancel. So 1 upon s plus 2 is the answer. S plus 3, s plus 3 cancel. Answer is 1 upon s plus. Tell me what is initial value? X of s equal to 4s plus 4 upon s 9s plus 2. Options 4 by 9, 0, 2, 1. So you should use the formula limit s tends to infinity sx of s. So limit s tends to infinity s into 4s plus 4 upon s into 9s plus 2. SS cancel. Limit tends to infinity. So divide by s. Highest power is s. So limit s tends to infinity. 4 plus 4 by s upon 9 plus s by 2. Now substitute s tends to infinity. So 4 upon infinity is 0. So answer is 4 by 9. It is a revision video. So you should know all these things. Then you should also have a good knowledge of inverse Laplace transform. What is inverse Laplace transform of 1 upon s plus 3? Unilateral. I will give the options. E raised to 3t, e raised to minus 3t. यहाँ पे लेटेस्ट से कांस्टेंट है 4, so 4, 4. Another option can be 3 e raised to minus 4t, 3 e raised to 4t. So a upon s plus a has 4 e raised to minus 3t. So even if you don't have that knowledge, so it's time that you should recall all these formulae and you should start preparing all these formulae. What is inverse Laplace of x of s by 5? Options 5x of 5t, 5x of t by 5, 1 by 5x of 5t, 1 by 5 x of t by 5. A, B, C, D. Now variation is coming. Okay, one student is giving answer A, another students are giving answer C. It is the inverse Laplace, dear student. We are finding the inverse Laplace. So if you are facing difficulty in inverse Laplace, you should check the Laplace of each option. So 5 into 1 by 5, x of s by 5. 5 into 1 by 5, x of इधर t by 5 है तो s में 5s. So you should check each and every Laplace by using this property x of at 1 by a, x of s by a. Use this property and get the inverse Laplace. So here answer is A. I am just giving you the idea. It's not, we are not in a time, we don't have that much time that we will discuss each and every question. Then suppose x of s is 4s plus 3 upon s square plus 6s plus 8 a upon s plus 2 b upon s plus 4. What is value of a? So as the unit 1 is Laplace and Fourier, so 5 question from Laplace, 5 question from Fourier. This is expected that 5 question from Laplace and 5 from Fourier. So some students are getting answer 5 by 2 minus 5 by 2. So I am just giving you the idea that you should, what type of knowledge you should have. So this is about Laplace. You should have good knowledge of properties, basic formulas, properties. You should be able to solve differential equation. You should be able to solve inverse Laplace transform based on properties also, based on standard formulas also. What is inverse Laplace of 6 upon s square plus 9? 6 upon s square plus 9. What is inverse Laplace? I will write the options. 2 sin 3t, 2 cos 3t, 3 sin 3t, 3 cos 3t. A, B, C, D. Okay, so 2 sin 3t is the answer. Very good. If you are facing difficulty in inverse, go for the Laplace of each and every one and check which option will match. So hardly some students are taking 30 seconds to solve this question. You will have 90 seconds in the exam for each question. If you stuck to any question, skip that question, solve remaining questions and come back to that question. Okay, so this is all about Laplace. So I will recommend that you just write it down, formulas and prepare accordingly. First, you should have some notes, summary notes, and then prepare accordingly. Then it is in unit 1, we have to study Fourier also. And if you do comparative study, it will become easier. So what is Fourier of e raised to minus at? What is Fourier of e raised to minus at? 1 upon a plus j omega. Again, here condition will be given t greater than 0. Here condition will be given t less than 0. Otherwise, it is an unstable signal. For this condition only, this is a stable signal. It has 1 upon a minus j omega. E raised to minus a mod t, 2a upon a square plus omega square, t e raised to minus at, 1 upon a plus j omega square, then sine alpha t, so pi by j, delta omega minus alpha minus delta omega plus alpha. Then once this j comes in the numerator, this becomes minus pi j, delta omega minus alpha minus delta omega plus alpha. You can multiply with the minus sign also, so it becomes pi j, delta omega plus alpha minus delta omega minus alpha. Okay, so this is Laplace of sine alpha t, because 1 by j is minus j. Then you should know cos alpha t. You should know what is Fourier transform of constant a. What is Fourier of constant a? ओके, 1/j ओमेगा गलत है। a इंटू 2 पाई डेल्टा ओमेगा, a इंटू 2 पाई डेल्टा ओमेगा, a इंटू 2 पाई डेल्टा ओमेगा इज द आंसर। Yes. Then properties, x of t minus alpha e raised to power minus j alpha x of omega, x e raised to j alpha t, e raised to j alpha t, x of t, x of omega minus alpha. So you should be careful. It is a shift in time, exponential multiplication, another domain, and both have same sign. It is shift in frequency domain. There is a shift in the frequency domain, and both have opposite sign. So don't get confused with the options. I will also I will recommend that don't look at the options. Solve the question, get the answer, and then look at the options. Because once you look at the options, all options look similar with small difference. Then x of 80 in Fourier transform, x of 80 1 by a, x of omega by a. Then area under x of omega. What is this? Area under x of omega. Options: small x of 0, 2 pi x of 0, 1 upon 2 pi x of 0, 2x of 0. The correct answer is this, 2 pi x of 0. Then area under x of t, integration minus infinity to infinity x of t dt. Options: capital X of 0, 2 pi capital X of 0, 1 upon 2 pi capital X of 0, A, B, C, D. So correct answer is A. Then duality property. So small x of t Fourier is x of omega. Then capital X of t Fourier transform is options: x of omega, x of minus omega, 2 pi x of omega, 2 pi x of minus omega. A, B, C, D. So correct answer is D. So this is by the duality property. Then प्रॉपर्टीज हो गए, स्टैंडर्ड फोरियर हो गए. Then inverse Fourier transform, that what is inverse of 3 upon 6 plus j omega. Options: 3 e raised to minus 60, 3 e raised to 60, 6 1 by 3 e raised to 6 minus 60, 1 by 3 e raised to 60. So answer is A. Correct answer is A. तो जिनको अभी आंसर नहीं आ रहा, आपको फोकस करना है फॉर्मूलेस पे, स्टैंडर्ड प्रॉपर्टीज पे. Straight formula is there. E raised to minus 80 as Fourier 1 upon a plus j omega. What is Fourier of 8 upon omega square plus 4? What is inverse Fourier of 8 upon 4 omega square plus 4? Options: 2 e raised to power minus 2 mod of t, 2 e raised to power 2 mod of t, 4 e raised to power minus 2 mod of t, 4 e raised to power minus mod t. Okay, one student is giving answer C, T. मेजॉरिटी इज विथ सी. वेरी गुड. अब मुझे ऐसा डाउट हो रहा है मैं गलत हूं कि आप लोग गलत है. ओके. So we know that e raised to minus a mod t has Fourier 2a upon a square plus omega square. ओके. यहाँ पे या फिर पहले ऑप्शन का मैं फोरियर निकालता. 2 e raised to power minus 2 mod of t. तो 2 into 2a. a कितना है 2. 2 into 2 is a constant here. तो 2 into 2a. अरे समझ में आ रहा है क्या. डिवाइडेड बाय a square plus omega square that means 4. 2 into 2 8 upon omega square plus 4. So what is your answer now? A or C? I am unable to listen you. You can tell me in the chat box. चलो आप लोगों ने आंसर चेंज कर लिए अभी. थोड़ा डाउट हुआ मुझे लगा कि मैं गलत हूं बट इतने सारे लोग गलत थे. ओके. इसे एक बार देखते हैं. ये था हमारा क्वेश्चन. 8 अपॉन ओमेगा स्क्वायर प्लस 4 और इसके ऑप्शन थे 2 ई रेस टू पावर माइनस 2 मॉड ऑफ टी. और ऐसे ही 4 ऑप्शन थे. आप लोगों ने सी आंसर दिए थे. तो पहला वाला ऑप्शन का हिसाब से देखते. 2 इज अ कांस्टेंट नो इशू. देन दिस हैज फोरियर 2a अपॉन a square plus omega square. That means 2 into 2a. That means 4 upon a square plus omega square. So 8 upon a square plus omega square. a square plus omega square. a square कितना है 4 है. a square is 4. Okay. Then तो प्रॉपर्टीज हो गई. स्टैंडर्ड फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म हो गए. दो तीन प्रॉपर्टी और डिस्कस करेंगे. व्हाट इज फोरियर ऑफ डी क्यूब बाय डी टी क्यूब एक्स ऑफ टी. What is the Fourier transform of d cube by dt cube x of t? I will write the options. Minus j omega cube x of omega, j omega cube x of omega, omega cube x of omega, minus omega cube x of omega. A, B, C, D. Don't rush. You will have 90 seconds to at least spend. If you get something different, at least spend 30 seconds. Okay, so variation is there in the answer. Some are giving C, some are giving A, some are giving B. D तो कोई नहीं बोल रहा. ओके. नाउ मेजॉरिटी इज विथ ए. तो हमको पता है लैप्लास में होता है ये एस क्यूब एक्स ऑफ एस. फोरियर में एस इक्वल टू जे ओमेगा रहता है. मतलब जे ओमेगा क्यूब एक्स ऑफ ओमेगा. दैट मीन्स जे क्यूब ओमेगा क्यूब एक्स ऑफ ओमेगा. एंड व्हाट इज जे क्यूब. जे इंटू जे स्क्वायर ओमेगा क्यूब एक्स ऑफ ओमेगा. जे स्क्वायर इज -1. So it becomes minus j omega cube x of omega. So correct answer is A. So you should have some knowledge that what is j cube. J square into j. J square is -1. So it is nothing but minus j. और एक d by dt मतलब s. फोरियर में होता है एक j ओमेगा. d स्क्वायर बाय dt स्क्वायर मतलब s स्क्वायर. फोरियर में होता है j ओमेगा स्क्वायर. फिर d क्यूब है तो s क्यूब. j omega q. Okay, then I think Fourier revision is also done. Anything? Anything left from Fourier? प्रॉपर्टीज हो गए, स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मूलेज हो गए. एक अलग टाइप का क्वेश्चन, व्हाट इज फोरियर ऑफ 10 e raised to power j 4 pi t. Without option, I know that you will not give the answer. Without option you won't give the answer. Okay, चलो मैं ऑप्शन देता फिर. 10 डेल्टा ओमेगा माइनस 4 पाई, 10 डेल्टा ओमेगा प्लस 4 पाई, और ऑप्शन देता मैं 6 ऑप्शन देता आपको. 10 पाई डेल्टा ओमेगा माइनस 4 पाई, 10 पाई डेल्टा ओमेगा प्लस 4 पाई, 20 पाई डेल्टा ओमेगा प्लस 4 पाई, 20 पाई डेल्टा ओमेगा माइनस 4 पाई. ए बी सी डी ई एफ. और ये ऐसा क्वेश्चन है जो ऑप्शन से सॉल्व नहीं होगा. ओके, वन स्टूडेंट इज गिविंग आंसर सी. एफ. So this thing can be written as e raised to power j 4 pi t into 10. Okay, so here my x of t is 10, x of omega will be 10 into 2 pi delta omega, that means 20 pi delta omega. Then this x of t is multiplied with exponential. This x of t is multiplied with exponential. We have one property, e raised to j alpha t, x of t has Fourier x of omega minus alpha. अपोजिट साइन रहती, तो ये एक प्रॉपर्टी है. तो बेस्ड ऑन दिस प्रॉपर्टी x of omega is this and it is multiplied by this exponential, so it becomes 20 pi is a constant, delta omega minus 4 pi. One more I will take for a practice. 6 e raised to power minus j 3 pi t. What is inverse Fourier transform? Options: 6 pi delta omega minus 3 pi, 6 pi delta omega plus 3 pi, 12 pi delta omega minus 3 pi, 12 pi delta omega plus 3 pi. ए बी सी डी. तो 6 का रहता 12 pi delta omega, because a has Fourier 2 pi a into 2 pi delta omega, standard formula. A has a Fourier transform a into 2 pi delta omega. 6 has 6 into 2 pi delta omega, that means 12 pi delta omega. It is multiplied by the exponential, so exponential will provide the shift, so it becomes 12 pi delta omega. Here exponential has negative sign, so here it will be positive sign, because shift is in frequency domain. शिफ्ट आपका फ्रीक्वेंसी डोमेन में, तो अपोजिट साइन आता. टाइम में शिफ्ट सेम साइन, फ्रीक्वेंसी में शिफ्ट अपोजिट साइन. I am not getting, we will discuss after the class. Then about Z transform. So you should have good knowledge of standard Z transforms. a raised to n u of n, a raised to n u of minus n minus 1. What is the Z transform? A raised to n u of n. What is the Z transform of a raised to n u of n? Z upon Z minus a. And ROC u of n है तो ROC को डिनोमिनेटर ग्रेटर देन 0, दैट मींस Z minus a greater than 0, magnitude Z greater than a is the ROC. Magnitude Z greater than a is the ROC. Then a raised to n u of minus n minus 1. ये एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कंपैरिजन पॉइंट है. तो माइनस जेड अपॉन जेड माइनस ए. यहाँ पे माइनस आया, यू में माइनस आया, तो आंसर में भी माइनस आएगा या फिर यहाँ पे माइनस चाहिए. To balance, if here it is minus, then here it should be minus, here it should be minus, or in the answer it should be minus. So this is very important comparison point. And with u of minus n minus 1, we have to equate denominator less than 0. So magnitude z less than a. Magnitude z less than a is the ROC. Then n a raised to n u of n az upon z minus a whole square, ROC z greater than a, n a raised to n u of minus n minus 1 minus az upon z minus a whole square, ROC magnitude z less than a. Delta n का 1, that transform is 1. Then suppose one sequence is there, 3, 2, 4. So Z transform will be, suppose here is the arrow, 3 plus 2 Z inverse plus 4 Z raised to minus 2. You can use the definition, n equal to sequence is present from 0 to 2, x of n, Z raised to minus n. Substitute the values and accordingly expand this summation with respect to n. पहले n equal to 0 डालो, फिर n equal to 1 डालो, फिर n equal to 2 डालो. You will get this answer. Okay. So you should have a good knowledge of standard Z transforms, their ROCs, then inverse Z transforms. What is inverse Z transform of phi u upon phi u minus Z? ROC given, magnitude Z greater than 5. Okay, I will write the options. Phi u raised to n u of n minus phi u raised to n u of n. Another option, phi u raised to n u of minus n minus 1. Phi u raised to n u of minus n minus 1, here minus n. A, B, C, D. Phi z upon, sorry, question is phi z upon phi minus z. Question is phi z upon phi minus z. तो आंसर इज डी हियर. क्यों? क्योंकि हमारे पास स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्मूला क्या है? z upon z minus a, not a minus z. So what you can do, you can bring minus sign common, so it will be in the standard form. क्योंकि स्टैंडर्ड है z upon z minus a, स्टैंडर्ड है z upon z minus a, तो ये स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म में नहीं है, तो आपको पहले माइनस साइन कॉमन लेना पड़ेगा. तो ये क्या बन जाएगा? 5z अपॉन माइनस कॉमन ले लिए z माइनस 5. नाउ दिस इज अ स्टैंडर्ड फॉर्म, तो माइनस 5z अपॉन z minus 5. So minus 5 is the constant. Minus 5 is the constant. And z upon z minus 5 as z 5 raised to n u of n. Why I have taken u of n? Why not u of minus n minus 1? Because ROC is greater. Greater मतलब u of n. ठीक है, बनते बनते बन गया क्वेश्चन. तो एनालाइज प्रॉपरली, रिकॉल द फॉर्मूला प्रॉपरली. Then a raised to mod n, if a is greater than 1, then no common ROC, Z transform does not exist. If a is less than 1, then ROC is 1 by a magnitude Z, correct, 1 by a magnitude Z less than a, and Z transform also exists. So you can just verify this. 1 by 3 raised to n u of n, sorry, 1 by 3 raised to power mod n, as well 1 by 3 raised to power 3 raised to power mod n. आप ये दोनों क्वेश्चंस वेरीफाई कर सकते हैं. ये इसमें a ग्रेटर देन 1 है तो कॉमन आरओसी नहीं मिलेगा, Z ट्रांसफॉर्म एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा. इसमें 1 by 3 से 3 के बीच में आपका आरओसी मिलेगा, बिकॉज हियर इट इज लेस देन 1. You can verify this. Actually, this a raised to mod n can be written as a raised to minus n u of minus n minus 1 plus a raised to n u of n. n जब लेस देन 0 है, n जब लेस देन 0 है तो यहाँ पे माइनस n आ जाएगा, और लेस देन 0 के लिए हमारे पास सीक्वेंस रहती है u of minus n minus 1. n जब ग्रेटर देन 0 है, when n is greater than 0, so here it will be plus n, and for greater than 0 we have the sequence u of n. I hope you know that your u of n is this. This is your u of n. And this thing is u of minus n minus 1. Sorry, here it will not be there anything. No sample at origin. It will start from minus 1 to minus infinity. So this is u of minus n minus 1. तो n लेस देन 0 के लिए u ऑफ माइनस n माइनस 1, और यहाँ पे माइनस n आ जाएगा क्योंकि हम मॉड को हटा रहे हैं, और n ग्रेटर देन 0 के लिए u ऑफ n आएगा और प्लस n आ जाएगा. Then you should have good knowledge of properties of Z transform. X of n minus alpha, Z raised to minus alpha x of Z, a raised to n x of n, x of Z by a. Recall all these properties in your preparation. Then x of an 1 by a. x of an ऐसी कोई प्रॉपर्टी नहीं है. हाँ, then u x of minus n, it is a time reversal property. X of 1 by z. In first case, ROC is same ROC. In second case, here it will be z is replaced by z by a, so mod z by a, और ग्रेटर है लेस है, अकॉर्डिंगली कंपेयर करो. यहाँ पे भी z की जगह पे 1 by z है, तो जो भी आएगा 1 by z ग्रेटर और लेस से इक्वेट करो अकॉर्डिंग टू द x ऑफ n. तीन प्रॉपर्टीज हो गई. देन यू शुड नो इनिशियल वैल्यू, फाइनल वैल्यू of Z transform. Initial value is x of 0 equal to limit z tends to infinity. X of z final value is लिमिट z टेंड्स टू 1, z माइनस 1 एक्स ऑफ z। और कौन सी प्रॉपर्टीज है z ट्रांसफॉर्म की? एनीवन? मैंने 5 प्रॉपर्टीज लिखा, एनी अदर प्रॉपर्टीज? कन्वोल्यूशन, डिफरेंशिएशन। डिफरेंशिएशन इसमें यहाँ पे कैसे आएगा? Here differentiation is not there, convolution is there, so convolution becomes multiplication. Convolution simply becomes multiplication. Suppose x of n is one sequence 4 6, h of n is one sequence 2 4, y of z equal to question mark, where y of z is, where y of n is convolution of x of n h of n. तो इसके दो तरीके हैं, आप इसका कन्वोल्यूशन फाइंड कर लो टेबुलेशन से, 4 6 2 4, जो भी आंसर आया उसका z ट्रांसफॉर्म ले लो, दैट इज वन टेक्निक। और अनदर टेक्निक इज यू फाइंड आउट इंडिविजुअल z ट्रांसफॉर्म, you find out individual z transform and multiply these two z transforms, you will get y of z. सिंपल, पहले कन्वोल्यूशन फाइंड कर लो और उसका z ट्रांसफॉर्म ले लो, आपको y ऑफ z मिल जाएगा। ये एक तरीका हुआ। दूसरा तरीका, फाइंड आउट z ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ दिस, फाइंड आउट z ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ दिस, इसका z ट्रांसफॉर्म, इसका z ट्रांसफॉर्म, और दोनों के z ट्रांसफॉर्म को मल्टीप्लाई कर दो। Then just tell me inverse z transform of 6 minus 3. इनवर्स z ट्रांसफॉर्म बोल रहा ना मैं आपको। ओके, व्हाट इज इनवर्स z ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ 6 z स्क्वायर माइनस 3? ऑप्शंस, ऑप्शंस -3 6, -3 0 6, 6 0 -3 6 -3. Arrow, constant term is the arrow, -3 is constant, so -3 is the arrow. तो z की अगर पॉजिटिव पावर है तो ये x का निगेटिव रहेगा, ये रहेगा x ऑफ -2, दिस विल बी x ऑफ -2. तो करेक्ट आंसर इज 6. So you should not be confused with these two questions. ये क्वेश्चन का आंसर 6 है, ये है सी है। आप आपके प्रिपरेशन में ये चीज का ध्यान रखो। और एक अगर ऐसा क्वेश्चन हो सकता था 6 z रेस टू -2 -3, तो इसका आंसर रहता था बी। ठीक है, तो इन योर प्रिपरेशन यू शुड टेक केयर ऑफ दिस थिंग्स। फॉर विच वन व्हाट विल बी इनवर्स? So simply you should have good knowledge of, you should have a good knowledge of expansion of z transform. Expansion of z transform is constant term is x of 0, then x of 1 z raised to -1, x of 2 z raised to -2, plus x of -1 z plus x of -2 z square, x of -3 z raised to z cube. So this is the expansion of from the definition of z transform. So you should have a good knowledge. अगर z के पॉजिटिव पावर्स है तो यहाँ पे x के निगेटिव वैल्यूज मिलते हैं, z के अगर निगेटिव पावर्स है तो यहाँ पे x के पॉजिटिव वैल्यूज मिलते हैं। फ्रॉम द डेफिनेशन, बिकॉज इन द डेफिनेशन वी हैव x ऑफ n z रेज टू -n। जब हम n पॉजिटिव डालेंगे यहाँ पे माइनस साइन जनरेट होगी, जब हम n निगेटिव डालेंगे यहाँ पे प्लस साइन जनरेट होगी। तो यू इन योर प्रिपरेशन यू शुड टेक केयर ऑफ दिस expansion of z transform.